Well, millions of us have been enjoying Uber's cheap fares for years, but some operators have found ways to charge customers unfair fees. This Uber driver is calling out the cheats' dirty tricks.
She's a feisty nonna who's never been more ready to stir the pot. Between cooking and caring for her 4 grandchildren, Carla Roberts needed to earn some extra cash.
Well, I like driving. I don't mind handling people in small doses.
So the 52-year-old former public servant thought, what better way than becoming an Uber driver? 2.5 years later, Nonna is still making a good, honest dollar behind the wheel.
You get your normal Friday and Saturday night revellers and, they'll be a bit cheeky, but kind of take them with a grain of salt.
What Carla can't handle is her colleagues taking people for more than just a ride.
From the first dollar, just do the right thing.
As we head out on the road, Nonna spills the beans on rogue Uber drivers who she says will do anything to make a quick buck.
As far as I'm concerned, they're just cowboys and in it to make as much money as they can in as short a time as they can.
She says some drivers are turning legitimate bookings into sneaky cash jobs.
I'll say to you, I'll do it for, say, $10 cash, and then the driver just goes offline. Yeah.
That's got to be highly illegal.
It is highly illegal. You're risking your licence. Your insurance does not cover you. It's just a matter of these guys haven't been caught yet.
Yeah. Then there are drivers who play chicken with customers. They park down the road, call the customer and say they're waiting for them. But the ride is cancelled before they find each other.
They call it gaming the app and fraudulent activity, I guess.
It happened to Hamish Hasty, who was slugged with a $10 cancellation fee.
They're using loopholes to get money for nothing, basically. And the more they get away with it, the more they're going to keep testing the water and attempting to game the app.
Nonna says she knows all about the sly behaviour.
They're waiting for these guys, they've booked 1, 2, 3 Ubers, they've cancelled on them. You finally accept, you get there, you find them, you've picked them up. They're pretty cranky by this stage.
Paul Ecott was fuming when he received an $84 cleaning fee for a mess his teenage son insists he didn't make.
It's an outrage that they can charge a 13-year-old child $90 for a 4-minute ride, which is just a disgrace, really.
Paul says when he questioned Uber about the charge, he was sent some photographic evidence.
Another 24 hours later, I received a photo of a back seat that had some water splashed around on it. I showed that to my son. He, again, was in tears. He said, no, it didn't happen.
Paul says he was shocked by Uber's stance against his complaint.
Uber basically, the crux of the matter were they just basically said, it's too bad, the damage was done, we've got a photo, so you have to pay, which I just thought was really poor customer service, to be honest. 100% of Uber drivers I've asked have all known about this cleaning charge scam that is in the system, and I just think it's a disgrace. It really is bad.
Those drivers need to be kicked off the system or penalised for a period of time.
Leaving a busy concert, Jason Outen tried to book a dozen Ubers with no luck.
12 times in like half an hour they cancelled. We ended up getting an Uber about an hour later.
It comes down to surge pricing, a system that increases a standard fare in times of peak demand.
So they'll all message each other and say there's a surge on, and all the ones that are on normal price rides will just cancel their rides and just wait for the surge price.
Since Uber began operating in Australia 6.5 years ago, some 63,000 people have signed up to be a driver. And we're certainly keeping them busy, with 3.8 million Aussies now using the service. In a statement, Uber says from next month it will roll out new technology to better examine cancellations. And when it comes to those cleaning fees, the company says it has a specific review process to investigate drivers who try and take advantage of the system.
Be honest, don't rip clients off. Plain and simple. Just do the job, do it the right way. Do it the way it's intended, follow the community guidelines.
It just takes one shonk to, to wreck it for everybody else, and you lose confidence. That's it. We're back to taxis, and it's a bit safer.
You can read Uber's full statement on our website.